A girl named Sushila lived with her mother. Her father had passed away from a serious illness when Sushila was just 2 years old. Since then, her mother Meera had been working and taking care of her. Sushila was a very simple and sweet girl. Now it was her 14th birthday. So Meera was going out to buy cake and snacks for the party. Before leaving, she said to Sushila,
Sushila, dear, I will be back in a little while. I have left your gift on the table. Open it and get ready. We will cut the cake when I return. Oh wow, Mom! You got a surprise for me. I will check it right now.
Meera smiled and left the house. But little did she know what fate had in store for Sushila. On her way, she met with a road accident. A careless driver hit her, and sadly, Meera died on the spot. Back home, Sushila got ready and kept waiting.
Why hasn't Mom come yet? All my friends are waiting. Don't understand. Where is she?
It became night, and all the guests went home. Sushila waited and waited, then fell asleep. The next morning, she found out everything. She was heartbroken. Then her aunt Rama talked to her uncle Raghav.
Now we will have to raise this unlucky girl. How will we manage in these expensive times?
Don't worry, Rama. Whatever Bhaiya and Bhabhi saved will last till her marriage.
Oh, right. Like they have left behind a treasure. Just send her to a hostel or an orphanage. I'm telling you.
Rama and Raghav's daughter Shama heard all this. When Raghav stepped out angrily, Shama talked to her mother.
Mom, what are you doing? You have been after father that I need a maid, I can't do so much of work. And now you have the perfect one. Why do you want to waste the chance? What? What are you saying? Okay, so you mean Sushila? Yes, just think about it. We can make her do all the housework and also we can enjoy spending her money. Wow, Shama, you have become so clever. You have really grown up and you are just like your mother, clever.
Shama and Rama laughed loudly. When Raghav returned home,
Listen, you didn't bring Sushila?
you really agreed to take Sushila here?
Of course, I'm the bad one, right?
No, I didn't mean that. Now Raghav happily went to bring his niece home. The next morning, Rama shouted at Sushila.
Hey, lazy girl, still sleeping? Get up. Do all the chores. What do you think? Your parents will come back to help.
Sushila quickly got up and asked,
Auntie, did I do something wrong? Wrong. Nothing is free here. You will have to earn your meals. From now on, you will do all the housework. Washing utensils, cooking, laundry, grinding flour, everything. But auntie, and don't talk back to me or Shama or I'll pull out your tongue. Got it?
Now Rama and Shama left the room. From that day, both started troubling Sushila. After a full day's work, they gave her more work at night. She missed her mother terribly. One night, after finishing her course, Sushila took out the birthday dress her mom had gifted her. It magically turned into a dress covered with colorful gems and diamonds. Sushila was overjoyed. She quietly went to show it to her uncle. She quietly made her uncle awake.
Uncle?
What happened, dear?
Look, uncle. This is the dress that mom gave me.
Dear, this is your mother's last gift. Keep it safe with you. Sushila hid the dress carefully so her aunt and cousin wouldn't find it. The next night, after her course, Rama gave her more work, embroidery on Shama's dress. Sushila sighed.
Oh no, even after so much work, Auntie gives me more at night. I can't even sleep properly. But forget it, this is everyday story. I'll wear mom's dress today. It's been such a long time, I haven't seen that dress.
Sushila wore the dress and looked beautiful. Lost in memories of her mother, she noticed something amazing. The embroidery work got done on its own. Sushila was very happy and slept peacefully. Next morning,
Hey princess, wake up! So many chores are left. Did you finish the embroidery that I gave you last night? Is it done? Yes, auntie, it is done. See?
Rama was shocked to see the perfect work. From that day, she started giving Sushila more and more work, hoping she would leave the house so they could keep her property. But every night, Sushila wore the magical dress and all the tasks finished on their own. One day, Shama told her mother,
Mom, don't you think someone is helping Sushila? You give her so much work, it can't be finished during the whole night. Yet, she finishes everything. Not only this, she looks so happy these days. Even though you stopped her studies, she took a book from Radha next door and was reading in the kitchen. What? What are you saying? Yes, Mom. I'm telling the truth. Something is fishy.
Now both Rama and Shama started spying on Sushila day and night. They never missed to see what Sushila is doing. One night when everyone was asleep, Sushila wore the magical dress again. All the chores were done instantly. Rama saw it.
Okay, so this is the secret.
Rama and Shama ran to grab her. But the moment they touched her, their hands felt like they were burning. On this, Shama said,
Mom, it's hurting. I just can't bear the pain. Oh, even I'm in pain. Let's go quick. Put our hands in cold water. Come quickly.
Panicked, they turned on the tap. But instead of cold, only hot water came out. Terrified, Rama looked at Sushila and pleaded.
Sushila, please forgive us. We promise we will never trouble you again. But please, Sushila, help us. Please, Sushila, help us.
From that day, both Rama and Shama were so scared that even if Sushila just looked at them, they did all the work. Rama even got Sushila admitted to a good college. From then on, Sushila and her uncle lived a happy life.